Boom, boom. This is Ken Verdi. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, we got a little bit of Soul Land reloaded up today. So what do we got going on? Well, as I mentioned in my last video, we were probably going to be seeing a Master Forge event here shortly, and as if on cue, we do have a Master Forge event up. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Now, they do actually have some shards in here for the SP characters as always, but they did not include Bibi Dong in here. So, you know, gonna have to, I guess, the ending of the Bibi Dong event, last event, was a little bit too close to when they dropped the, started dropping the code for the Soul Forge event, so they did not include Bibi Dong inside of there. No big deal for me. I can still get Wu fragments if I want to. And of course, for those of you who are picking up some of the others, best tank in the game right here, probably the best healer in the game. Good attacker, not really useful at this particular time. But if you're looking to max out all the characters, get their god status up, that's the way to do it. So those are in here. Okay, so if you want to look at that, and of course, as always, some other good stuff. They don't really, they do not really skimp on the actual Soul Forge event. This is probably the main item. It takes a lot. I mean, 20 shards will make a piece of the SP Soulbone armor, but you still got to level it up. Okay, so you're going to need a lot of shards. And it's a good place to get quite a bit of shards. So this would be a place to get the shards. To get the divine blood as well. They don't skip on the martial souls either. This is a set. The phoenix, the turtle, and the goddess butterfly. This is a set, so I mean, there's enough shards here to get, start making some sets. Okay, and you can get quite a bit of them. Okay, and then this is right here, another set. This the phoenix, the treasure, and the sausage. So these are sets in here that you complete, and then these are not skimpy sets. Look at this. This is a def set, but when you start getting to 4-star, you start talking about attack as well. So while it may not have the attack at the beginning, you will eventually get that buff if you do decide to go for that. So there's really good stuff in here. The Soul Forge event has always been a prime draw for whatever, if you're looking for these things. And this is stuff that's difficult to get. Well, maybe not the triple S shards and triple S hidden weapon, of course, but everything else, there are some very hard to get items in here, and this is a good way to get it. And then they've got the resource exchange. If you're looking for any of the resources that you need, they got them in here. And this stuff right here, you get a lot of this stuff. So as you can see, and this all this stuff carries over. You don't have to use it right now if you want to hold on to it. You can. So there's no need, no need to worry about losing that or the ice core. The ice core, all this stuff saves. You will never see an expired notation on your bag at the end of the event because it doesn't. Stuff carries over. I've got 48 ice core right now. I got 10 when I did my pools today, but I had the other 38 from the previous event that I just never used. Okay, so it's still in there. Also, there is the main one, which is this one right here. This is the special, the specials as they like to call it. And you can get 100 shards for an SP hidden weapon in here. Some of the tokens, some quartz. Quartz is always good. That's quite a high number there. And of course, these right here, again, sets. Okay. So you get 100 of each. So that's 200 of each of these. So that's enough to get, it's enough to put a serious dent, get a couple of stars in them. And as you can see, this is a def. You've got to get all the way up to 4-star again on this one, but this is a team attack. So it's definitely going to be a big buff. Same here. Attack, Ravage, set. This is a set again. So, you want to get in there. The problem I'm encountering right now is the fact that I have maxed out all of my orange souls, martial souls. They're all maxed out. Okay, so I really have purchasing this, but I would be purchasing it mainly just to get the Clear Sky Blue Hammer, the Clear Sky Hammer. That's what I'm gonna. That's the only thing I need. Okay, these have already been maxed out. Okay, so there's nothing, there's nothing that's gonna, that's gonna do that because if you go look, now there are some that are just specific in the sets, so I have to be very careful with what I pick because some of the ones I've already got. If you go into your Martial Soul log here, as you can see, I have all these maxed out. The begonia's maxed out, so it really would be a useful. The only I don't have maxed is a seahorse. The seahorse, you get the seahorse inside of the actual battle pass. Okay, but yeah, so the only ones I really need is to start focusing on is the top grades here. Uh, so purchasing those, take all the shards that I could have get. The Super Martial Soul, the only way to get these is inside of the actual um, pagoda event. But yeah, so these are all maxed out. So a lot of it's not going to be quite as useful. So I won't be able to take that particular one. But you can fuse them, of course. If you click on event and go to enhancement, and then do the combine. Okay, that stuff's the same. So we can always combine the souls. Okay, you have 30 levels of combination after that are available to you. So even if we do have it fully upgraded like this is, I can still combine the soul and get these extra 30, which gives you some more attributes. So it's not like it's not like it's gonna go to waste. I mean, it's not like you're gonna purchase it and it's just gonna be nothing you can do with it. It's still usable for soul combination. So not that big of a deal if you do get it. Considering the price inside of the Soul Forge, considering it's only like what is it, like 8? Let's see what that benefits exchange right here. Yeah, this whole set is 8. Okay, so it's not like it's gonna it's not that expensive. Of course, now I understand I've been saving. So I had like I said, I got 10 today, I believe 10 or 12 today in my pools. So I had like 48 or 46 today that I carried over, specifically because they didn't have anything that I was particularly focusing on. I'll probably end up snatching this up simply to get the Spirit Advancement Stones. I'm starting to save these up because I'm going to start working on Bibi Dong's advancement for her stone. So I might snatch that up. I have to debate what I'm going to decide what I'm going to do. I mean, you can get the shards in here. I'll probably just end up. To be quite truthful, I'm probably just going to go ahead and cave and just go ahead and start purchasing the SP Soulbone sets because I need to start banging those up. I was hoping that there was going to be some type of event where they'd come out where we could get a lot of them real fast. But nothing really materialized. I mean, they did have the materialization inside of that Dulu Continent event, but I really needed the soul rings for that. So, because the soul rings are the hardest thing to get. Okay, let's be completely honest about that. There's nowhere to get them until you have a tough team and you can do the hunting ground at the high level, and you have to have a really good team to do that. So there's really no consistent way to get, and they were given a lot of them. I mean, I think there was like a 50 pack in there or something like that. So it really helped out. I was able to max out a bunch of Bibi Dong's skills and start focusing on some of the others. That was an obvious purchase. They don't have any soul rings in here, so there's no need to worry about that. Also, they're not throwing out the triple S shards, herbs. I'm sorry, the triple S herbs in here either. So in reality, the best thing would be this to get 100 shards for an SP, and possibly the Spirit Advancement Stones if you want to start focusing on the actual avatar for your character, because you really can't get these Spirit Advancement Stones in any high quantity anywhere. They do have advancement when they do have the avatar they give you, but I think it's only like, if I remember correctly, it's like 10 of them or 8 of them or something like that. That's not a lot, considering you need, like 40 or 50 of them just to do one advancement. Okay, So to get the 7, 8, 9, 10 stars, you need these stones, and you need quite a bit of them. So getting 90 is a really good way. They consistently have this in there, so it's not something that you can just get and just like once go away with. The other stuff's useful as well. 900, that's a good advance for a martial soul. And then in training stones, of course, useful for that as well. So good stuff. Okay, so that would be a purchase. But again, the best bang for your buck, honestly, is going to be getting these right here. Okay, and they're cheap, dirt cheap. 5 to get 20. Okay, so you can get 40 of them here for 10. Okay, and you can get 15, 30, 45, 60 of them here for 20. And then you can get, that's 10 attempts, so that's 100 right here, okay, for 50. So this is a really good way to get the sets and start beefing them up. Okay, they're SP sets. Okay, so none of the new stuff is in here. Like they just had the SP extended soul boom that they came out with in the last event, which we did a quick video on that. So that's stuff to get. Okay, Behemoth Beast is up as always. This is a choice event. Okay, you don't have to go for the Behemoth Beast if you don't want to. If you do get those tokens, you can use them in the Spirit Soul prayer, and you can choose which one to go for. You can go for the Behemoth Beast, or you can go for the Flame Beast. I'm just focusing on the Flame Beast right now. Okay, at this particular point. So once I get the Flame Beast done, then I'll start focusing on the Behemoth Beast. You can only use 2 of these, and some, so it's not really like, you need a bunch of them. Just 4 is all you need. Max out 4. Okay, and you'll be in good shape. And you get some shards inside of here. Okay. And they have the actual chest where you can get some as well too inside of the Behemoth Beast event, inside of the Spirit Soul sale. Right here you can get your hands on 20 of them right here. Not a whole lot, but considering, they don't have these events very often, it's something to get. They have some other stuff in here, like the Spirit Blood and whatnot. And then, of course, there's the other ones if you want to start focusing on them, the triple S's. But like I say, you can't use a bunch of them, but you do put them on each of the actual characters. Now, why do you want to do that? Well, you want to make sure that you have enough to stick on all the characters, simply because of the fact that inside of the Spirit Soul, it really starts to become really important that you do have a Spirit Soul in each character because of the secret skills. Okay. All right. You don't have to max them out. Okay, but like I've said, you want to max out. You want to max out as many as you can, of course, but focus on getting a couple, 2, 3, 4 of them maxed out. Okay. The reason why is because they give you much 6, and you want to have a maxed out one on your main team. So you want to have your 4 characters to have a maxed out Spirit Soul on them. Okay. So that's why I say you want to have 4 maxed out. You of course want to max them all out in the future, of course. But for main focus is get 4 maxed out so you can put them on your main characters. Once you get to the second level of secret skill, this takes a long time to do, is right here. Soulfire, increase attack of soul masters protected by spirit souls by 6%. Okay? That's what you want to, that's good, but it's going to take this is not the first, this is the second level. This is, the map. Okay, we had to complete this one first completely. Okay, you had to complete this one completely just to get to this next one. Okay, and that's where you can finally start getting some buff. This is a 6% increase of attack on a soul master. So you of course want to put a spirit soul on each soul master, of course. but try to get 4 focused. That's why I'm saying you can focus on 4. You don't want to try spreading your things out too thin. Just work on maxing out 4 to get the buffs and the max. Because the attack skill that each of the Spirit Soul does increases is like the last skill that's available to them. So you have to like max them out before you get that benefit. So that's why I say you want to max them out to get the attack from that. But then you also get the attack from this just by having a Soul Master on a Spirit Soul on a Soul Master. They'll get that Soul Master is going to get a 6% increase in their attack. Okay, so it's definitely something that you want to that you want to focus on. So as you can see, I've got maxed out. Okay, and I've got some of the SS pluses maxed out and S's. Okay, see, I've been using this one mainly and this one. Okay, and these right here, I got all on my main team. Okay, simply because of the fact that they give some stuff, but I actually got this one right here on Bibi Dong at the moment. I'm going to be moving this over once I get it maxed up. But what I really don't like about this is the fact that it really doesn't give a whole lot in terms of attack. I mean, it does give some attack, but it's just actually so powerful. It's just going to be more prevalent to stick it on that. This the dragon has the exact skill set that I'd be looking for to incorporate on Bibi Dong with a ranged attack. So that's why I've got it on there for extra damage. I plopped the Abyssal on there, and I dropped the Ice Worm on there. Both of them gave me a decrease in the actual BP. So this is the best BP wise. That might change because just yesterday I was able to take this up one more notch inside of its spiralization. I was able to take the spiralization up to the 10 stage, as you can see. It takes a while to gather up these broken stones. So these broken stones, it takes a while to get them. But I was able to take it up to the 10th stage. Okay, so I'm thinking right now it will probably be, it might be behoove me to get better, because if you look at the actual details, okay, when there are no targets within this range, it will charge to the back target and cause 1.5 damage and accumulate 3 layers of running wolf. And then the running, so inflicts physical damage of 23,000 times the attack power of the current target. Problem: Bibi Dong is not a physical damage character. Bibi Dong is a magical attack character. So really putting this on her, even though it might give me a better BB chump, probably would not translate into that much of an increase on damage. Okay, so I'm probably going to end up sticking it on Tank San, simply because Tank San is a physical attack character. Okay, and then I might move the Chaos Bird over to Bibi Dong. Okay, because if you look at the details on this, deals 1 bit damage to all enemies. The knockback, okay, and then 2 solar flares, equivalent of attack, 750 of attack with 40% leaving soul defense. Okay, 60% of attack. Okay, it's not specifying physical or magic in this case, so it's just generic attack. So I should still get the same benefit from on that particular. This is an attack speed increase. Anything, I mean, Bibi Dong is already fast. Making her faster would be just a thing. And then we've got convert 60 spitter quick into rest to burst damage. So I think this would be a really, really, really good beast for her, soul beast for her. So probably I'm just going to move this over to Bibi Dong, move the actual Casper over to Tang San to get a big buff for him for his physical damage, because he is a physical attack character. It could be her or Wu. Okay, I might stick it on Wu, because Wu's physical damage as well too. Hugh and Bibi Dong are magical attack damage characters, so that's what you want to take. You want to take that into account, because you got to translate those skills. Even though it might give you a better BP, it might not give you much in terms of your damage mitigation if you're putting on a physical soul beast on a ranged character would not generally be something you'd want to do. Okay, so that's why you got to be a little bit flexible So that's why I would put I keep that in mind when I do my school, but and I'll just swap things around until I find something that works. Okay, so that's what we're doing with that. So we've got the Behemoth Beast up, the Soul Spirit to get charged in whichever one. So basically, we've got a Soul Beast event and the Soul Forge. Okay, definitely want to take part in the Soul Forge. As always, as I've said, this is where you get the best stuff at. I'm just going to do the Soul Bones probably this time. I need to start working on them. I've been putting it off. The SP Soul Bones. Um, I've got a set. Everybody. I need what theoretically I could go with one more set, but I've got a bunch of Sea God sets that have been fully maxed out, fully enhanced, fully upgraded. So it's not really something that I need to, focus on in terms of that for extended. So I'm really just focusing on the actual, SP sets. I've got a couple of triple S Soulbone sets that are fully enhanced and fully maxed out as well. So, you know, just putting an SP Soulbone on there really did give me a big boost in BP. They are a lot more powerful, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to go ahead and start working on getting them up. It takes a long time, each of them has each piece of the armor, of course, has its own whole set of listings that you can get. It'd be nice if you could just do one star, quickly, but unfortunately you can't. Okay. Uh, the upgrade, as you can see, is 15. Okay, that's not a whole bunch. So it's not like, at least it's not like the extended bones, which are like you have to go through like 6 phases. At least this has one phase. It's 15. That's not bad. Okay. I haven't had a chance to see what it's going to be at this particular point, but you're going to have to do it for 4 pieces. So, I mean, 15 just to get each up to 1 star. So you're looking right there at, you're looking at 60. So it's going to take 60 soul bones to get 1 star on each of the 4 pieces. Okay. But if you look at the bottom, that's 40%. That's a 10% increase. Okay, so it's not, you are getting some increases and attack, and of course this one right here is important for magic damage is going to increase too. So the buffs that they give out are pretty good. It's a pretty good increase. So taking it up a star is going to be worth it. So that's why I decided it's might as well just go ahead and start working on it. I mean, I'm sure in the future they'll probably come out with an SSP set, but it's probably not going to be something we're going to be able to get. As you can see with that SSP extended bone that they came out with just in the last event, they gave us, a piddly 15 shards. 10, well, I think it was maybe 10 shards that we could choose. But the rest of them were just, they gave us one or the other. So it really was not useful in terms of what we wanted. They gave us 5 shards. Okay. Unfortunately, you need to have 10 shards to make one. So it's it's something that it's something that we'll look at. So we've this is the Twin Light program. We can see, as you can see, we got the 10. Okay, so I've made them, so we'll have to see. You just see what you can do with them. See what's the best thing that you can come up with. They do have a pretty good buff on them. I mean, you're not going to be. I'm going to be honest with you. They're really good in terms of what you're going to get. Even at base, it seems like you can get a 30% attack. It's pretty good. It's team too. That's always something that you want to look at. Anytime it says team attack, that means your whole team's getting the attack buff, not just the character that it's on. So they're good. I mean, they've got some oomph to them, but of course you're gonna have to work them up. And as always, There are 6 tiers. There's no, there's no way to be honest about it. It's a 6 tier. It's the same as that. Yeah, I don't have any on here. I was gonna show you. Let me show you on. Let me show you on the triple S one. Okay. So this is the one. I've got these almost fully maxed out. Or they might be actually maxed out. Yeah, they're maxed out. 5 stars. Okay. So you can't see it on this. So let's take you to the one that has not been maxed out. Right here. And you can see that they have 6 tiers on each of them. So each one is 6 tiers. So you can be putting close to 100 just to get 1 star on these. So a lot more is required. The SPs, it's just 1 star. It's just 1, so it's not a 6-tiered upgrade, which is really good. So the SP soul boons are going to be a little bit easier to do. So I'm going to probably just purchase a bunch of those shards this time and start doing that. It's good for my BP. I'm going to be moving Bibi Dong into the main slot here. Got her into the yellow. That's where I wanted to get her at, was into the yellow. And now I can put her up there in the front now with all the other stuff. I've still got 3 levels of enhancement to go on her armor, but I'm not going to worry about it. Her skills are maxed out, so she's going to be the most powerful one. So I'm just going to move her in place. I'll be doing some of that stuff this weekend when I have a chance to actually focus a little bit more on some of the stuff that's been going on. And we'll see what we can do in that terms. But yeah, so get in there, Behemoth Beast, Spirit Soul, and most definitely do your forges for the Master Forge. Remember, it's not an issue. Just do the Master Forges, gain the ice. If you don't want anything in this particular event, you can wait and hold on to them and save them and use them for the next time. They do not expire. Okay, so no rush on using any of the ice core or any of the resources at this time. They do carry over. Okay, that's all I got. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. When you subscribe, you'll see that bell. Click on that bell. You get notified each time I drop videos. Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.